Hi, my name is Yoshi, and I work for VIPKID. Um, if you are unfamiliar with VIPKID and you're just watching this for some remote classroom prep ideas, feel free to watch, but it is going to be a little bit specific to VIPKID. If you're interested in VIPKID, feel free to ask questions in the comments, and I will put my referral link in the description. But this is how I prep for each of my lessons. If you saw my video for how I organize my class bookings and feedback, then you've kind of seen this already. But when I get booked, I write down what lesson I'm teaching each of those students. Next to each of these lessons, you can kind of see a little black dot to some of these lessons. Those black dots let me know that these are not lessons that I have taught before, and they are ones that I need to prep anew. The way I do that is by writing notes. VIPKID uses an established curriculum, and they give us access to the slides before we teach so we can be prepared. When I first started, I was prepping for each class individually, and I found myself making the same notes over and over. Because we teach one-on-one, we know that we can teach the same class over and over. And it was getting really redundant. On top of that, I wanted to know what props I needed, and I needed to know that quickly because we only have a few minutes between classes, and I needed to be able to grab what I needed quickly and have it within reach for my next lesson. So I'm going to be keeping the content of the VIPKID slides confidential because they work really hard, and I love their platform, and I want to really respect what they do. So I'm going to give you an idea, but I'm not going to show you exactly what my pages say. So the first thing I do when I access the slides is I write at the top of my page here the name of the lesson, or the lesson itself. So it's a master course, the level, the unit, the lesson. And these kind of tell me where exactly in my lesson or in my curriculum it needs to go. And then I do, here at the top, I've got the targets. So anything that is a goal for that lesson is up here at the top, the name of the lesson, and then these here are my notes for the individual slides. You can see I've done one note for each slide so that I know exactly what I need to do for that slide. Then at the bottom, this part down here, you can see my props list. Yay, props. Okay, so props are super important for my remote classroom because they keep my students interactive, they keep them excited, they keep them ready to learn and really engaged. And they really diversify the learning space, especially when it's remote. It's super, super important. And because we only have, anywhere from 5 to 2 minutes between lessons, I needed to be able to quick grab those items, whether it was my plane or my mouse or rat, depending on the lesson, or my colors. I could grab them quickly. So I prep all of my lessons that way, and then I keep them in this, my big whopper of a notebook. This is my VIPKID Level 2 curriculum, and this has all of my class prep in it. And the way I've organized it is with dividers for Unit 1 all the way through Unit 12 in there, and I have these pockets as my dividers. So each of the lessons I've taught has one of these prep sheets in this notebook. Along with that, if you teach an established curriculum like VIPKID does, and my fellow teachers can understand this, you will use a lot of the same vocabulary, you'll use a lot of the same props for specific units. So what I wanted to do was put my props and my sight words and things like that in a place that was easily accessible for each unit. And that's why I have the dividers with the pockets. So when I am quickly moving from lesson to lesson, if I have a lesson that ran to 28 minutes and I need to hurry on to my next lesson, I can just flip through my curriculum book and I am ready to go. Now, that's basically it. It's pretty easy. It takes 10 minutes to type up the notes sheet for the lesson, and you never have to do it again unless you're going to start teaching the interactive slides, which is a new thing, so I've had to restart. But I wanted to explain a little bit as to why I have this big honkin' notebook for my level 2 curriculum. It is a 3-inch 3-ring binder. It's quite substantial. And the reason that I have that is because if you're a VIPKID teacher, you know that we have unit assessments during the unit. And they are formatted a little bit differently. We have to go through them a little bit differently, and they have kind of a storyline that goes with them. So I customize my reward system to go along with that storyline, which means I have a custom reward system for each of the unit assessments. Good idea for the kids, bad idea for storage space. So I have kept each and every one of the reward systems specific in with my curriculum note sheet. And the way I do that is just with a regular page protector, like so. You can see, and I just stick my notes sheet in. You all know how to do this. It's really simple. And then I can add my reward system in with that sheet right in there like that, and it's easy to keep track of. It's easy to access right in between lessons and quick. I really hope that this was helpful. If you aren't someone who keeps track of your props like I do and keeps reward systems like I do, then you may not need this giant notebook. It's just something that works for me. But I do recommend a note sheet like this that you can keep for each lesson because it'll save you a lot of time and energy. And it'll really, I think, maximize your teaching ability because it'll give you the ability to get a little more comfortable with the lessons. So thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions about VIPKID or how to become a teacher, don't hesitate to contact me.